Welcome to the April plot tour. Please like, subscribe and click the notification bell. Let's go and see how the plot's doing. So this is the flower bed. All the daffodils have gone over, but you've got the globe artichoke starting to come up. In here I've started a few parsnips, but none have come up yet. Next we have the cabbages, and there's some of the bigger ones which are overwintered. They're doing great, but the smaller ones, even they are surviving. They don't look particularly sad about the cold weather, so they're surviving well. On the left here, the raspberries, you've got fruit, well, the flowers are there. So hopefully that means lots of fruit. Then obviously just a pile of wood. Here, these are the autumn fruiting raspberries, the ones I just showed you in the summer. They're starting to come up there. I hope all of these come up, but we'll see if they survived. The currants, lots of them being formed on here. So that looks nice and healthy. In this bed, this is where I've sown carrots. Again, they haven't come up yet. Over here on the gooseberries, there are actually some forming. So that's great. I must remember to net them this year so that I can eat them instead of the birds. I think it's a tayberry, I've forgotten again. That's okay, apart from the whole frame is a bit wonky, so I need to straighten it up. Nothing in this bed. In here we have some brassicas. Let's see if I can remember what I've planted. Calets. Calets, and there's a label in there. I'm going to go see. Of course, Brussels sprouts. Let me just take the net off a moment. So the calets are doing well. They look happy. Let's put the weight back. Now, over here is, don't remember, Cavolo Nero, and if that's Cavolo Nero, that would be purple sprouting broccoli with possibly a few kohlrabi chucked in to a few spaces. So it's doing well. There are some leaves that have been affected by the frost, but not too bad. Over here, these strawberry beds are doing okay. Even the really new ones here. You've got a rhubarb trying to thrive there, but unfortunately it's sharing with some raspberry canes, so I need to try and remove the raspberry canes. This is my bamboo plant I got for free, but it is staying in a pot with a tray so that it does not spread at all. I will put it into a bigger pot and hopefully be able to harvest the canes for supports once they're big enough. But I got it for free, so that's always great. Over here is, let's have a look. Oh, that's the rest of the kohlrabi. Let me show you. There we are. So they look okay. I go around here. Now these are all the broccoli and the cauliflower. And the broccoli were bigger, they've done fine, or mostly fine. The cauliflower are suffering from this hot, cold weather. So we'll see how many of those survive. My onions and my shallots, they're looking good. In all the pots along the sides I've got potatoes, but of course they haven't come up yet. My garlic, now this is a bit weird. Can you see how it's gone? Almost grass-like, stringy. I'm wondering if it's got really confused and it thinks it's in its second year growing. I don't know. So we'll see how those survive. Again, on that bed, nothing on it. I have yet to pull out the purple sprouting broccoli and the Cavolo Nero, but the bees are loving the flowers. I have potatoes in this bed, a big mess on that bed. The pond, I wonder if one of my pond plants didn't like the cold weather, because this stuff is supposed to be, I suppose there is still some green in it. I was just wondering if it was dead. Maybe I just need to clear out some icky bits from there. Now, geranium, lupin, rose, I think primrose, got bluebells, got some peonies coming up, all sorts of flowers. Obviously still got a bit of a wood pile, another brassica bed that needs pulling out and weeding. A bit more of a wood pile. I've actually weeded around here, cut back the brambles. I've emptied one of the bins and started to fill it with chopped up brassicas. Oh, look at the lovely blossom on that apple tree. Whereas I think that's a pear in the corner, that's nearly finished. I think this is a plum, that's finished. The cherry has finished with its flowering, and there's I think another apple over there that's in bloom. So this is how my plot is. Not perfect, not tidy, well, not as tidy as I'd like it, but I'm gradually getting there. So today's my wedding anniversary, and yes, we did end up at a garden centre. Let me show you what I bought. So I ended up with a hollyhock, an anemone, echinacea, daisy type thing. I've forgotten what that is, but it looks nice. Delphinium and a couple of penstemons. So yet more perennials to fit into the garden. So this is the progress on the back. We're still trying to dig out this tree stump. I've planted one of my wisterias at the back, but obviously I haven't made the beds for the other two to go in. I still haven't planted out all of these strawberries. I need to build the beds at the back so the asparagus can go into it. I need to sow lettuce and that here. That spinach is still in its pots. So yeah, got some work to do on that. The rest of the garden is looking okay, but I got some weeding to do over in that bed. That bed's not too bad, a bit of pruning that's needed. I actually planted in some of my perennials that I bought in places like Wilko and that. I've planted them along here So this looks a bit better. The grapevine's doing okay, despite the frosts. It's pretty hard to kill that thing off. Still haven't planted out these peonies and some of these what will turn into bushes. In the greenhouse there is a lot less stuff because of the brassicas. Well, our sweet peas are desperate to go out. Looks like I got a little bit of celeriac coming up, or fennel, I don't know. The seeds kind of got knocked into each other. I got a bit of Swiss chard there. No spinach came up. My tomatoes were in the house. I need to repot these. They're getting really leggy. Some sunflowers have come up. Again, these tomatoes have been in the house. They're desperate for being potted on. Some peas have come up. Some flowers have come up here. Oh, at the garden centre I also bought pumpkin jack-o'-lantern and a tomato black opal. That tomato I think is a Vinina, a climbing tomato, indeterminate one, so I'll have to support it. These sweet peas, again, they're desperate to go out. Up here I have 2 melons, no giant pumpkin, lots of cucumbers, 1 courgette. I've got some sunflowers here. These are flowers. In here, I think I thought I resowed, and I think I must have got muddled up with labels because I've got these are definitely cosmos, but I got another flower within the same pot, so those all need separating. These calendula are desperate to be separated and potted out. The poppies desperately need to go out once we've got past these frosts, and the nasturtiums. And I think this is, no, that's Morning Glory. This is, that's lupins that didn't come up. I think this is gypsophilia. Here is, what are these? Oh, don't say I've lost the label. Oh no, they were inside. So these are, they're not my normal butternut. They are the really sweet winter squash. I've forgotten the name of it now, but yeah, 4 out of the 6 have come up. Over here, all of these are the butternut butterfly. They've come up, but 4 of the okikori haven't. And over here, that's more sunflowers. So I've had a lovely day. Of course we couldn't have the kind of meal out that we would like to because of COVID restrictions, but we've enjoyed ourselves, and I always love buying perennials at the garden centre. So thank you for watching, and bye for now. One nice anniversary present I noticed was that I have 300 subscribers, and I got the 300th show up on my anniversary, wedding anniversary. We'll see if it goes down or up. I don't mind, but it was nice to reach that goal today.